You
Cool.
have to.
Oh, you gave me
I can record if you want me to.
oh, gotcha. Okay. You gave me permission to do that. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, we'll just bring this one out real quick. Thanks, guys. Oh, Sanchez, can you
Record.
or screen share or give me permission to
Dude, see all these
share
questions,
my
man.
screen?
Yeah, I'm eating your sandwich right after this.
Dude, you're talking about me looking handsome. Look at this guy. Dude, how can I get your hairline?
Me?
No, Andrew, not yours.
Oh, me?
I do
If
have
I
the
had your
stream for
hairline,
you.
I would be bald, bro. I'd be like, if I had your hairline, Sanchez, I'd be like a Puerto Rican, dude, just like edged up all the time, like all clean. But instead, I have like this widow's peak. I look like Mega Man.
You do like Mega Man.
All right, I'll just go ahead and do this. All right, here we go. Screen share. This one doesn't take long. All right, good morning, gentlemen. So the purpose of today is we're just going to go ahead and kind of talk about our experience throughout the cycle of um, identifying problem or practice, coming up with the solutions, implementing our solutions, and kind of how and going over that data, and then just seeing like what should we change going forward, or should we continue with those scaffolds and strategies, and just kind of really analyzing this whole process. So we'll just go ahead and move forward with this. Um, so again, purpose of the meeting, culminate this whole discussion of this experience and this cycle of doing a little data dive on our assessments, especially for our EL learners. We're going to summarize the results, plan for next steps, and then just continue to demonstrate equitable leadership through our decision making. So, some key takeaways from our experience, right? What has gone well for us? We've talked about. We have noticed some increased EL participation using sentence frames and the visuals that we've all committed ourselves to. Improved formative assessment scores across the grade level, and greater engagement during small collaboration. So what I'd like for us to do is just kind of talk about our experience implementing our strategies and kind of what we saw throughout our classrooms. So if there's anyone that wants to go first.
So one of the strategies that I used that I noted in the beginning was that I was going to start making Spanish exams, and that increased the scores a lot. The Spanish tests showed that they at least they knew what the question was asking now, right? Implementing the vocabulary, the academic language, the academic vocabulary during the assignments, right? It did help a bit. There's still a bit of refinement that we can do with that, and a little bit of refinement that we can do with the sentence stems, right? But at the same time, it's the small group engagements, the collaboration that helped, right? And it improved the test scores, and again, they're not feeling like they don't feel like that's a separate group from a class. They feel like they're part of the class.
Yeah, absolutely. That's been my experience as well. Just especially with the structured peer discussions, having roles with the small groups, and everyone's able to participate. Everyone's having has a role. So while someone is expressing their responses, their answers, someone else is either note taking or asking the questions or kind of probing some of the answers. So that has made everyone very feel very inclusive and include and like they're dependent on in their role.
Yeah, I think for us too, it gives the kids a confidence boost. Like they're not as nervous to speak up and say something in their group. I noticed before that they were just very just like to themselves, like keep quiet, like let everyone else speak for themselves, but not giving them that role. Again, just makes them feel involved.
Yeah, definitely. I've noticed that the same kind of trend there. That the more they speak with their peers, the more confident they are. While it might be not the exact scores we want, there's definitely been some improvement. Definitely, getting fees, getting fails out of the way and now into the D category, and I think it'll just be making it easier for students to hop out of the D into the C category for their grades. So there's definitely been improvement. While we're not 100% there where we want them to be, I can definitely see that we're still making improvement and progress with these strategies.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are all great points. And I know you said that where we're kind of like working towards our goal, and some of the gaps, some of the holes that we found was just making sure to add additional vocabulary scaffolds so they're able to understand what those academic terms are and be able to use them in practice, especially in these peer discussions. So that was kind of something that I've noticed in my classrooms. And so I put that here for us. Sorry, for us right here. So to for us to adjust and as we're going to go forward. So I know some of us talked about inconsistencies in peer collaboration. Maybe some group members were dominating the conversation, and others didn't contribute or participate as much, or didn't get to really express what they learned. And then also for us as educators, just a need for continued professional learning on differentiated questions. So just being able to improve our craft and learn more when it comes to supporting EL students. So just some, as we kind of collaborate, some guiding questions for us to think about. What evidence shows growth for our English learners? Which accommodations were most effective? And what adjustments can we make to sustain momentum? And how will we support consistency across classrooms? So jointly planning next steps. Co-determine next steps, right? We kind of talked about the use of sentence frames, providing peer coaching for consistent implementation of EL supports, schedule a mid-cycle data check-in for ongoing progress reports, and expand strategy to include vocabulary notebooks for ELs. So as we kind of go forward, do you guys see us staying committed to these ones, or in how, and also as a PLC, are we able to kind of continue to grow from these next steps for us as we implement these in our classrooms and also kind of grow in our development? What do you guys think?
So I like the peer coaching because we have the language as teachers, we have the academic language that we're using, and then their peer coaching will have their own language, so to speak, right? So it's like they understand it better in a different way as like a peer talking to them versus like a teacher talking to them. So it's like I like that, and I also really like the check-ins, the ongoing check-ins for the progress monitoring, right? We can catch it before something becomes permanent, right? So I think that's those are good next steps.
I really like the vocabulary notebooks. It's just keeping them on hand, like instead of them having look stuff up on the internet or on their laptops, like they have that with them at all times to just have it for reliability, because a lot of the times there's going to be questions that come up and they may not understand it just because of the vocabulary, but they can always refer back to it and get a better understanding and actually know what's in front of them.
Yeah, absolutely. I think continuing the use of sentence frames as well. That's just something that has been super helpful for EL students, at least in my classroom, because it just kind of gets them started with a response and how to answer a question or respond to a prompt. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Like the check-in. It's really easy to. And it's not just for them, but for all students. Like when I do a notebook check, then and there, it's like I do a quick like check-in just to see like, hey, is everything all right? Is everything going? Are you struggling with anything? Like, let me know. And usually, you get one or two people that will tell you like, oh, can I get more time on this? Can I redo this assignment? I didn't understand this? So I think the check-in, if we can find a way to implement it, like whenever we can. For me, it's usually when they come up to me with their notebooks and I check them off, and that's usually when I do like a quick check-in with each student.
Oh, okay, perfect. That's a great idea. All right, y'all. So I think kind of moving forward, these are our commitments that we're going to continue to stay with. and just really improve our, just our classroom settings and just our practice as we, as educators. So I want to thank you guys all for meeting us. I feel like we've, made some great strides in helping our EL learners and really being able to, help them improve their test scores and be successful in our classroom. So thank you. Anyone else got to share anything, or are we good?
Good.
Oh yeah, we're good. I do like the way that what we have and what we're going forward. And at the end of the day, we want to take care of all of our students.
Absolutely. Cool. All right, y'all. Thanks again.